What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Erasure. And we're back with another bonus tune from I Say, 1994. A big shout out to Seb for sending over the extra tracks after I finished the proper version of the album. And the next track, is it just Tenderest Moments? I think that's right. Yeah, Tenderest Moments. Obviously, tenderest is a superlative, the most tender a moment could possibly be, though we are referring to plural moments, so there seems to be a suggestion of the most emotional and intense experience in a tender way over a span of time, not just in a particular incident or one evening. So yeah, I mean, it speaks to intense emotion, it speaks to a sensibility, because it's not just about intense emotion, but for something to be tender, there has to be understanding, there has to be an appreciation for the softness, the mellowness of the moment. So yeah, ultimately, if that's the kind of relationship, or if that's the experience of the relationship over a long period of time, many moments, not just one, then one would suggest it's a very healthy relationship, or at least it can be in a healthy place, which is to say there are relationships, perhaps, which fluctuate between more healthy and more asymmetrical or problematic configurations. So I suppose one could have many tender moments with someone who otherwise, causes problems, or at least is not a perfect fit with the speaker or the narrator of the song. So I suppose it could go a few different ways, but it speaks to a soft and mellow sensibility between people and a great emotion within that. So we'll see if that's reflected in the sonics. I would not be surprised if it is, but let's get it. This is Erasure, Tenderest Moments, a bonus track included on what I assume is a deluxe edition of their 1994 album, I Say, I Say, I Say. My cat is silly. By the way, this synth sax is quite nice. Synth sax. Say that 3 times fast.
The clouds, you hold the guiding light in your hands. This must be all that there is. Times don't come much more beautiful. You can show me places that my eyes have never seen. I'm following you. Where are you taking me to?
Like Andy's doing his best Bee Gees impression
You
here.
could be my angel who just walks out of a dream. I'm following you. Where are you taking me to? I have all faith in
These little
you.
melodic bubbles are so nice.
And these tenderest moments.
That's what the track needed.
We circle low, embrace the night as she draws us in.
Sort of a tribal feel to the percussion.
A holy shroud, we're there to hide our tenderest moments. must be all that there is. Times don't come much more beautiful. You can show me places that my eyes have never seen. I'm following you. Where are you taking me to? You could be my
Like the
angel who
computerish
just walks out of a dream.
melodic
I'm
flourish that
following you. Where are you taking me to? I have all faith in you and these tenderest moments.
it's like a computer being emotional. A little bit of swizzly acid there. I love that. Bass chords. Feels like an exotic, mystical place. It's perfect. That's such the perfect ending. Yeah, really great tune. I love that. And it sounded genuine. It sounded sincere, perhaps. You know, sort of the whole experience. But it sounded like there was genuine love and tenderness there. Like I have, total faith in you. I don't think that was exactly the line, but it was. I have all faith in you. I think it was. And yeah, you take me to heights that I've never seen. It felt genuine, and again, even that could be partly the internal experience, and maybe there are aspects in the actual relationship, that's a third party observer might see, that are asymmetrical or you may be unstable or whatever. But ultimately, it sounds like the narrator is quite genuinely enthusiastic and feeling like the other person is a very special person who creates or is part of these tender moments, the tenderest of. So yeah, really cool tune sonically. I love that synth sax type element. Again, it was maybe like a bit kazoo as well, but I think it was like a really tender sort of melody, which obviously seemed to fit the atmosphere perfectly. And again, those little melodic bubbles, there was even a bit of acid in there. I enjoyed the progression of the track. I love the moment where it sort of broke down and we got that emotional computer type of digital melody. I really enjoyed that too. So yeah, top tune, really enjoyed that track. People did mention that there's a vocal version of Tragedy, so at some point, because people were asking that you're like saying that I should have reacted to that one. But again, this is a group of bonus tracks that Seb graciously provided. So at some point, perhaps we'll come back and do that one if that's available. But for the time being, I'm going to continue going through the remainder of the bonus tracks in this separate folder for I Say, I Say, I Say. In any case, so once again, shout out to Seb, shout out to Han Solo, who's always been commenting on the Erasure reactions since I started doing them, as well as a number of other folks, Adam and others. So big ups to everyone who's commented on the Erasure reactions. And yeah, once we get through the bonus tunes here, as I mentioned, there's still Two Ring Circus, I think Crackers International, the Snow Globe. There's a bunch of releases I've started going through, or in some cases I've gotten close to finishing, but there's still some straggler tracks that I haven't gotten to. So we'll get to all that, and then once we're done with all that and the remainder of the ISA bonus tunes, I think there might even be a wild bonus track left. I'm not sure about that. But once we're done with all that, we'll then proceed on to the next album, which I believe is the self-titled album. It's like 97, if I have that right. We'll figure out the specific details when the time comes. But ultimately, my plan is to hit everything and kind of tidy up everything that we haven't done yet, and then we'll go on to the self-titled one. So, in any case, let me know what you think, and Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.